everybody, Susan Bachelder here. In this short video, I am going to describe and show you how to start a Google Hangout, what links you share so that you can invite people to join with you live on the video panel, and what link to share with the audience or to embed on a page or within a blog post, or to direct people to the YouTube page to watch the live video and the recorded Hangout after the Hangout is all done. So what you see here on the screen is one of my YouTube channels, so that when you land, this is your channel homepage, and I'll just direct you where to go from there. So you go up to your picture in the right hand corner, click on it, and it says Creator Studio. And that takes you over here. Then you click on Video Manager. You get a drop down. First of all, it brings up a list of your videos, and then you click on Live Events. Over on the right again, New Live Event. And here's where you start. To just straightforward start a basic one without any advanced settings or monetization. This is where you are. Put in a title here, and your title will show up on the video watch page and the live panel page. So I'll show you. Test Hangout demo. You can do a timed event if you put a time in here. You can right away add a description so that that's live right away. You can put your keywords in there. You can choose whether or not you want it to show on Google Plus right away and on Twitter. And there's two different types. Quick, which is just using the Google Plus Hangouts on Air platform, or you can go into custom. For the purposes today, we're going to stay with quick. Now, if you want it to be live right when you're recording it, then you leave it at the initial setting, which is public. That allows, if it's posted on Google Plus or wherever it shows up, it's available. If you choose unlisted, then that allows anybody with the link that you offer them to watch it then, and then it'll stay unlisted after you're done recording until you choose to switch it to public. If you were to put it on private, then you wouldn't be able to share the link with anyone. It would only be available to specific people that you invite. For whenever I have team meetings or my specific masterminds that I have with groups of people that is just meant for certain people, I put it on unlisted. When I'm doing a promotional hangout, either with a group of people, or if for whatever reason I want to record my own video in the Hangout platform, which I can explain to you why that's a good idea to do in a separate video, then I put it as unlisted until I'm ready to edit it and make it public. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to leave it I would leave it unlisted, and then I would click on Go Live Now. Now I have one open for you because if I'm recording and I have a few things going on, Hangouts do take up quite a bit of bandwidth, so it would take a bit for it to come up. And plus I've got the kids are on other computers and stuff in the house, so we use up all of our bandwidth. So anyway, here is the page that is going to show up. Importantly, that's what I want to show you. So right up in the top, the only person that has this link up in the top of this page is the person that opens or initiates the Hangout. And this is the link that you share with people that you want to come and join you live onto the Hangout platform video and speak and be in the video with you. So this long link up here is the one that you copy and paste and give to them. The other way that you can invite people is when you hover over this center section, you can click on this little person with the plus sign, and that's how you invite people. And if they're in your circles on Google Plus, you can invite them by name, or you can invite them by specific email. So if you don't frequent Google Plus and communicate with the people that you're inviting onto the panel, then it's best to ask them which Google email, which Gmail account they would like to be invited with, if that's the method that you choose. And then it opens up a box and you just type that email address in right here, or this gives you that very same link again in the same place. So either place you can get it. Right here is where you mute or unmute your microphone. This camera is where you turn on or off your video for within the Hangout. And you can adjust your bandwidth usage. Then there's some other microphone settings and stuff. It's all right there. And then that's how you hang it up. To get your link that I was talking about to share with people to watch it, you click the little chain down in the bottom right hand corner, and then the top link is the YouTube page that people can watch it on. So it takes them over to YouTube, and they would watch the video just like you watch any video on YouTube. And then the second link is the embed code. So that's the code that you would use to watch on a page that you've created, or your blog site, WordPress website, or actually any platform, anywhere that you can do a video embed. I make my Hangout watch pages usually with OptimizePress. I have a couple other platforms that I use, but often OptimizePress. And you just embed that code in there, and then you're all set to go. I'll just quickly go over a couple of the things over on the left-hand side because they're handy to know if you've never done them before. So the top one is chat. When you click that, it opens up a chat, and everybody else that is in the Hangout with you, you can type chat right in there. Then you can do a screen share. You just click that button and choose if you want to share your desktop or a specific page. You can do screen capture and take pictures during the Hangout. Then there's also a cameraman option for the person that's running it, and it just has some settings where you can turn the volume up or down, or you can mute people. Maybe if they have some background noise, you can actually boot people off. And there's a control room, same thing, more settings. And then there's some cool, you can add other apps where you can do Google Effects, special effects, you can do drawing. There's a Hangout toolbox, and it has a few options where you might have watched Hangouts where at the bottom of the screen there's a lower third, it's called, and they can put an icon, whether it's their business logo or any icon that they choose. They can use a country flag, and then they can put their name or title or business in there. So that's kind of cool to use. The YouTube app actually doesn't work very well, but if they ever get it working well, that's kind of cool, because you can have, like, if you're having a gathering or whatever, you can watch YouTube right within the Hangout and either discuss it, or maybe you're having a music party or whatever, and that's kind of cool. Webinar Jam is an outside app that you can use completely outside of it, outside of Google Hangouts, and that's where people can register. You can take their email onto your list, and you can create whole pages that will host it. I think it's a one-time fee. I don't know, somewhere around $300-400. I looked at it and I chose not to buy it. So anyway, sometimes the app works within the Hangout, just the free app that comes along with it, and sometimes it doesn't. And it just adds a separate kind of a chat and a few other things. And I actually don't use it. So play around with the other settings in the Hangouts, but definitely a tool that is nothing to be afraid of. Technical glitches can happen. Sometimes you be trying to get somebody on and they don't come on, or they pop on and they pop off. Not to worry about any of those things. If anything is just not working out, ask them to check their sound on their own computer. It might not be the Hangout platform, or you might want to just ask them to exit and then just rejoin it again, and then it'll just turn out fine. It's really good, like background noise can, and if you have more people on the panel, there can be a lag between the video and the audio. So it works best if you just ask everybody else on the panel to just give a quick 1 to 3 second pause in between everybody else talking, like even if it's to answer a question or whatever. It just helps keep everything in sync if there's that time space between noise. And also when one person is talking, sometimes you just need to have everybody else muted out so that there's not noise coming from multiple angles, and then it seems to keep things pretty much in sync. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. So when you have everybody on the panel and you've kind of tested that everybody has video and your sound is all good, then you have this green button down here that says Start Broadcast. And once you hit that broadcast there, it'll give you a few seconds and then it'll have a little bing, a bell that will go off, and you'll know that you're live. And up right here where it says Off Air, then it'll say live once it comes on, and then you're live and recording. It automatically gets saved to your channel, and I'll pop over there and just show you. And then when you're done the Hangout and you say goodbye and everything, you have a red button down here that you can stop the Hangout. Everybody on the panel can stay on. This is one of the things I find lots of people misunderstand or aren't aware of as well. You can stop the broadcast and everybody else can stay on the Hangout, and it's a really good idea to at least have a 5 or 10 minute brief debriefing, I guess you could say, or discussion about how you felt. Well, it's fresh in your mind how you felt about the Hangout, or if anybody has any questions, or maybe plan the next one right away while this present Hangout was fresh in your mind. And then at that point, when you want to exit, then you just click this red button. Yeah, and that's actually about it. So I'm going to close this so I have more bandwidth now that I showed you. And that window just closes. And then I'm going to cancel this because I don't need it. And then your Hangout is sometimes, depending on the length of your Hangout, it might take a few minutes to process, but it's going to show up right here in your list of videos. Now let me see, I'll go back to my most recent Hangout. Yeah, so this was it. So literally by the time I was done, got out, said goodbye and everything, it just showed up here with the exact title that I gave it when we recorded. And then you can do all the things you normally do with your videos, add a custom thumbnail, and do all the editing. You can add a trailer or or an ending, a title page, whatever you want, and it will create another copy of it and do that. So that is it for starting a Hangout.